Hello, hello, hello. Oh, so back again with another story from Science Insider. We're going to find out why some men go bald. God damn, he's not excited about not having hair on his head. You know? I don't think baldness runs in my family. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have my hair for the rest of my life. I haven't lost it yet, so yeah, let's see.
Look at that beautiful bald man. He's oozing swagger and confidence. He owns it.
No. Looks like he have people in his van.
But it wasn't always like this. This is Rob. He's 33. This is all.
Wow. Not only is Rob short, I can already tell. Neck, not much, like shoulder, neck, head, like there's not a lot of separation there. So Rob is definitely short. He looks weak. Like Rob looks like the kind of guy that would be sneaky rather than confident. So, I mean, even when he had hair, it wasn't doing much for him. I'm just saying.
Also, Rob, he started to lose his hair when he was about 20. So, what happened?
Jesus Christ, he lost its tan as well.
Why did Rob go bald? And what does it mean? There's something about being bald
That surprised me.
and owning it. I mean, look at
Owning it? I think it just came to a point where you couldn't hide it no more.
all these bald icons. Michael Jordan,
Icons. They're not icons because they were bald. Well, maybe Michael Jordan, but those other dudes, no.
Jason Statham, his sidekick,
I mean, Jason Statham was an icon because he was bald.
The Rock.
The Rock used to have hair. What are you talking about? He was famous when he had hair.
But losing your hair is not something you aspire to.
If you're concerned about your thinning hair, call Hair Club for Men and receive our free brochure.
In fact, there's an entire
Jesus Christ, why would you want this? I mean, this is not an improvement. What the hell is this, though? The Steve Harvey? God damn. So much forehead.
industry built around fighting it.
And remember, I'm not only the Hair Club president,
The hair club president. What a hairpiece.
but I'm also a client.
I asked a dermatologist about why some men lose their hair and if going bald is my destiny as well.
So
Isn't that the guy that couldn't grow a beard? Yeah.
say baldness, we're usually referring to male pattern baldness or androgenetic alopecia. The hair
What are you talking about? Women go bald too.
is slowly over time becoming smaller and smaller to the point when it stops producing a full hair. Testosterone is becoming converted to dihydrotestosterone in the hair follicle by an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. And when it attaches to the androgen receptor in
How do we remove those things so people don't go bald?
the hair follicle, it causes the follicle to produce a smaller hair.
So I want to show you my friend Rob here. Rob started losing his hair in his early 20s. And as you can see, there's little to, well, there's none left. So what is going on with Rob?
Well,
Yeah, what's wrong with you,
has
Rob?
what we call androgenetic alopecia or male pattern baldness. This is due to several genes, and some of the genes are early expressing, and some susceptible individuals, they start to lose their hair very young, usually by age 30.
The fact that Rob is bald, does that make him any less virile?
No.
Yes.
So it's a myth that hair loss or balding is associated with virility in men. Men who go bald don't have abnormal.
What is this?
levels
What is this thing? Who was ever filming this? Never. Again, this is cringe as hell.
of testosterone. It's really that the hair follicle becomes sensitized to the effects of testosterone or androgens, and it starts to create a smaller hair, and eventually it stops producing hair.
So what role do genetics play? And is it true that
Damn, they had some magnificent hair.
baldness is inherited from your mom's side?
Ah, of course. Traitorous mother.
The genetics of male pattern thinning and baldness is complicated. We know that the androgen receptor gene is on the X chromosome, which is inherited from your maternal side, typically. So there are some studies showing that having a brother who expresses male pattern baldness might be more predictive than if your father has male pattern thinning.
Let's talk about me.
Okay, so it's the mother. I always thought they were just like the fathers, but it's the mother that's making these dudes bald.
I'm 37. I've still got some hair,
Yeah.
but can you tell me what?
He's 37? Jesus Christ.
What's going on? Am I gonna go bald?
I only said that because that man looks like he's 40 something. Like,
Well, do you have a family history of any thinning?
Yes.
does your mother look like she has bad genetics?
I do, on my dad's side. My dad, pretty much bald. His brother's bald. I have a brother who has a very thick head of hair.
Do you think your hair has been thinning?
I think it might be like
In the front, yeah, definitely.
front a little bit. I don't really know what's going on up top there.
Yeah, maybe a little.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely thinning up there.
Really?
Maybe a little. So androgenetic alopecia is actually not an uncommon trait. About 40% of the population has some degree
Whoa, 40%. That's a large number, ma'am.
of thinning, usually between the ages of like 20 to 40.
My wife, Janet, she really likes my blonde hair. And if it were to go,
Actor
that could be a
portrayal.
problem. So how long do you think I've got to keep some semblance of this?
I think you probably have a while to go. I think you're going to be okay. The men who tend to go bald tend to do so by age 30 usually.
Based on what you see, my age, what I've described about my family, you
Your hair is going to go, that's going to go gray and it's going to be thinner.
don't expect my hair to just fall out in the next like 5 years.
No, it would be unusual. But you may notice, as you get a little bit older, it may continue to thin slightly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a relief. Fantastic. That's great.
Damn. So it's genetic, comes from the mother's side. What about when it happens to women? Well, comes from the mother's side, of course. It makes sense why the women would get it. But, man, a lot of dudes out there. The unfortunate sons, 40%. Woo, I'm not one of them. I'm just saying. Till next time.